Good morning. It's 4:30. Watching a bit of Top Gear and having some breakfast. Heading to Ireland today to see an amazing guy, Mick Lyons. We're at Bristol Airport and I'm on the way to Ireland. Shattered this morning at Bristol Airport, heading out to Dublin and then on down to Tipperary. Probably see a couple of guys on the way down that I know in Bray and in Dublin itself. So I'm going to go and see a guy called Mick Lyons, and people say, you know, this time of the year you're busy, you've got a lot on, and why are you going? Well, the reason I'm going, Mick is an amazing guy for many reasons, and he's an amazing contractor without a doubt. Some of the jobs he's done are absolutely incredible. His skill and his attention to detail is absolutely second to none, and he's never used any Rubi Tools at any point. So I spoke to Rubi, and in sort of recognition of his work, Rubi are going to give him a little gift. So I just wanted to get out there and be there when Mick gets this gift. So that in itself, I'm looking forward to. We can film that, and I think he's going to be over the moon. He's got some sort of idea about it. But the thing about Mick, he's suffered as the years gone on, like all of us, with our mental health, and for one reason or another. Not all of us actually suffer, but some do. And he's had a few problems, and hopefully, I don't want to sort of expose him, but in the respect of showing, you know, what's going on in his head. But I think he'd be happy to talk about it, and as a result of that, I think it will help many. There he is. There he is. There he is. You're on camera now. So there he is. Is the main man. Mick, how you doing?
Very good, anyway.
You're looking sharp.
I don't know about that.
No, you're looking all right, like. And he is without doubt probably the most handsome man I've seen in Ireland this morning.
Way over there.
You what? This is Mick's van. What can I smell, Mick? What can I smell? It is, yeah. There we are. We're in Mick's van now, and where are we heading to, Mick? Pub. Yeah, we can have a look at that pool, though, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to swim pool this evening, yeah, when we get back.
So, Mick, watch where you're going. I'm just going to zoom out there. You're a Man United fan?
Yes.
Why?
Unfortunately.
Why? What happened there then? From a kid?
I started following Mary Cantona. I was a Cantona fan back in the day, so I just stuck with it.
Who's your favourite player of all time?
Cantona.
And if you was doing it like on a scale of like 1 to 10, and Cantona being number 1, where would Keane be? Would he be in the 10?
Would Roy Keane in 10?
Yeah. Would he be in like from 1 to 10? Where would he be? 1 being the best, like Cantona.
Definitely in 9.
Really?
Yeah.
So who'd be number 2 then?
Who would be number
2? Next to Cantona. Second best.
Zidane.
Yeah, but at Man United. At Man United. Ronaldo. After?
Beckham.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. After Beckham.
Scholes.
Yeah. Good player, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Technically gifted. Yeah.
Absolutely.
4. Number 5.
Back in the day, I suppose. Stam.
You're right, okay.
Good defender.
Yeah. What about your man McGrath?
Ryan Giggs.
What about Paul McGrath?
I didn't watch Man United when he played.
He was superb.
I would have been too young at the time.
Yeah. We'll reconvene on this one.
Which is good.
Mick, we were talking about our sons, and your son is, where is he?
He's in Australia.
Yeah. And
6 months now.
what's he doing now?
He's a self-employed electrician.
Yeah, he's doing okay?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And he worked with you for a while?
He worked with me for a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah.
He was able to do the tiling, but he done the right thing now.
Was he good?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Did you want him to stay with you, or do you want him to go off to do his own thing?
He wants him to do his own thing.
And why was that?
Because he needs to go travelling and do all that, like, and now he's doing, you know, he's only 24, so...
Yeah.
So I think it was good for him, and I know he likes it over there now, so...
Did you have your moments where your son working with you?
One or two little small bits. Himself, Rob would have a little tantrum every now and again, but yeah.
And would his mum take his side?
He wouldn't even tell her.
You wouldn't tell her?
Nah, he wouldn't do like that.
Yeah.
He would just have a chief and have me do off in 5 minutes.
My son would never tell his mum, right, but she knew because he had a face like a slapped ass. Right, what's going on in here? So, I've had a little look round. This is your, so, who's your number 7? Yeah, of course it is, like, you know. You never said where you'd be on your 1 to 10. Remember? We were talking about you 1 to, where would he be in the 1 to 10?
I wasn't watching any match then. So
But have you ever seen any of the old stuff of him?
not really, no.
He was good.
Yeah.
Do you know what Pelly said?
Well,
He was the best player in the world. The best player. Yeah. And you got signed shirt there by Roy Keane, your man.
Yeah.
And Colin McGregor.
And knocked down to us the elder in 14 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. And you got Rashford over there.
Yeah. And they're all my sons now, this one and this one, which is that Roy Keane was
Ah, right. What have you got there? Mick.
Tops that I wear to work and stuff.
And is it called Mick Lyons Tiling?
Inline styling.
Yeah. Mick, before you were in a tiler originally, were you?
No, plaster by trade.
So why did you get into tiling?
More money and easier.
So the tiling's easier than the plastering?
No, plaster is
It's hard on the neck and the arms, yeah?
doing ceilings and stuff.
Yeah. So so being a plasterer and being a tiler, the combination, you know what you need for a flat wall.
Help straighten mods and stuff, it does, yeah.
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 So the tiling goes from not just floors in living rooms to kitchens to bathrooms and the wet rooms. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Are you good at it?
Swimming pools, all that.
Yeah. Are we gonna have a look at the swimming pool?
Going for look at the swimming pool now shortly.
Yeah. Good. Should we take our shorts?
Yeah. More delayed 35 minutes. What was it? Was a fog or anything? No.
Mick, you was telling me about like laser levels, and you know, obviously a lot of people are using them on site now, like for landscapers. But as a tiler, you wouldn't use the level. You were just saying.
No.
And why wouldn't you use the level?
Because you won't get as accurate as that. And if you go around the rooms, you level and start drawing pencil and
You never get it right, do
never
you?
meet up, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've all doors and windows to go up and join up. And
Have you found out the hard way with that sort of stuff when you're doing that? Like you just wouldn't.
started out with a level year when I first started.
Yeah. So you use the lasers now, and they're so much better, more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So once you set it up to the height that you want, you're away then, aren't
Yeah,
you?
there's a pole. It comes with a pole, magnetic pole. And
Yeah.
you slide it up and down.
Yeah, and it's the way forward. Setting it up is not a problem, is it? Like, but
It's self levels.
yeah,
Yeah.
but once you've done it and you're away, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's never wrong.
Mick, well, you got this DeWalt here, and it's a 54 volt, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, but it takes 2 batteries, 254 volts.
2 batteries, but then you've got this little unit here,
It's in the adapter.
and then you can put that on the saw,
And power down to 110.
110. And you've got a port over here, a charger that will do 4 batteries.
Yep.
4 batteries in how long?
About 15-20 minutes roughly. It's wicked fast, powerful.
15 minutes, okay.
It's better than the small ones.
Why DeWalt?
Just starts it off, and when you start building your thing, all the batteries are compatible.
You tend to stay with it, don't you?
Yeah. And like I've had stuff there for years, like and compact drills and all them. They never burnt out.
Do you replenish tools like on a regular basis? Do you What do you like when you go to a tool place? You want to buy it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you had a choice now and you was doing a trolley dash, what would you chuck in a trolley? You go down a tool shop. What's the first thing you chuck in, apart from the till?
Probably one of them because they're nearly $2,000.
Are they really?
The shop saws, yeah.
Yeah.
The battery ones.
Yeah, and so impact drill next or?
No, like batteries. I go through batteries every day because I have a mixing drill that's battery.
Yeah, so the paddle mixers you use, yeah, and you use the battery ones of that.
Yeah, they're about 800 with the batteries and charger.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It's worth it though. And one of them 12 amp hour batteries will mix 22 bags of adhesive.
Right, okay.
Without the charge and so on. If you do 21 bags of adhesive in a day, you're doing well.
If you're doing 20,
2 bags of adhesive.
and what size?
20 kg bags.
Yeah, you're going some then, aren't you? Now, just tell me about this. What have you got? What is it? Is this your? So when you're not tiling and you got time off,
Yeah, that's me.
what do you do? What do you do with this?
Drive it as fast as it'll go.
And what cc is it?
1000 cc.
Yeah. Have you always had Kawasaki?
Yeah. Mostly always Kawasaki. Yeah.
And how long you've had this one?
12, 14 years.
Good bike.
Absolutely.
You had that. You had it that long. So you know that bike inside out. Then, what would you say to people that was thinking about riding a bike when they're about taking their license when they're about 24, 25?
Forget about it, because if you bought something like that, all that wants to do every time to me when I get on is kill you. That's all it wants to do.
Yeah, and would you say it's true that if when you're a kid you've been brought up with bikes, it's like a sixth sense, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to start small. You can't just go out and buy something like that. Like that thing does, the clock stops at 189 miles per hour, but the bike still goes faster.
So you talked about that. Do you think that some guys later on in life can become good tilers? Yeah.
If they have to know, like
they've got to be prepared to listen, I suppose, don't they?
yeah, they don't listen, like, and they start doing stuff the wrong way, like they go down the wrong road, bad habits.
Tell me just briefly, when you price and people say to you, "Can you break the price down?" What do you say to them?
I say if the job was 5,000, I'd usually say, well, the price is 5,000 if I do the job, and it's free if I don't.
That's it. That's the breakdown.
That's the breakdown.
Have you had to say that before?
I've said this loads of times.
And what do they say?
They just started laughing.
Well, that's a good
Figure out
one.
the job.
Did they really?
Yeah, this is a heritage place. It's in the gate.
Oh, I can see it. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Do you know the aluminium partition stuff?
I know.
So it's done with that.
And
So it's each side of it will be rubbered away. It's way deeper now when you turn down the headlights. Yeah.
what'd you?
And that was got in after all the side ones done.
Well, we've been graciously invited to come and have a look at what Mick's done in this pool. He's done all the tiling all the way around in this porcelain, and Mick is actually giving advice on the colour scheme. He's a tiler, that's what he does. And if you look at those porcelain units going all the way across there, you've got the strip light underneath, and they've reverted. I think there is 6 mil tile on there, and that's on cement board. Okay, the ceiling in here actually is a stretched like a plastic ceiling. I don't know if you've seen one of those, right? This is an amazing pool. I mean, just blown away. And I can't even remember what Mick said earlier on on a video, that he spoke about the amounts of tiles that they had to put on the wall in this pool, and he said it took 2 days to grout, and that's good time, that is. But look at the size of it, and when you're doing this sort of standard work, you know, and you've got this type of work to showcase and share on your portfolio. But believe you me, he doesn't do any social media at all. It's all literally out here. It's word by mouth. So just blown away what he's actually done in here, and absolutely brilliant. The tiling on this side, all the way around, the mitres, the skirting. If you look at the skirting going all the way along there, and he deserves some sort of recognition for his hard work. Well, I had a shower, just got changed, going to go get something to eat now, and what a day. A flight delayed, freezing cold here in Ireland, and it's amazing in Ireland the amounts of rain and the wet weather they have off that Atlantic coast. Difficult one, especially when you're working outside. I had a great day with Mick. He picked me up from the airport and showed me around, and then we went to see that project he'd done, and the work he's turning out is unbelievable. Some people would say that job was normal, and maybe normal for some, but I think it's that journey to get to those projects and doing those types of jobs is the thing which is commendable, and take my hat off to him, because you know he's got to that point. It's difficult to get to that point, and you only get to that point with consistency and commitment, and that's what he's done. So blown away by it. I'm going to dig deep tomorrow with Mick in the respect. I want to know a little bit more about what makes him tick, and certainly today when we was in having a look at the tool shed and his tools, he started talking and telling us a little bit more about himself. And the thing that I talk about on a regular basis is mental health, and we all go through those moments, and we do, even if we don't know it, and even if we don't want to recognize it, if we're in denial about it, we do go through those moments, you know, and it's difficult doing what we do on a day-to-day basis, running a business and being a tradesman. And I'm going to dig deep tomorrow with Mick a little bit and get him talking a little bit more, and if he wants to ask me questions as well, that's what we do. So great guy, and his customer, that was the thing, his client that he did that job for was absolutely endorsed him massively, and over the moon with the work that he's done for him and how he went about it. So it wasn't just about the work, how he went about it and the things he proposed, the ideas he came up with, working alongside architects and builders, and the customer. There was a few people involved, and he did it well. So looking forward tomorrow. Now we're going to go and get something to eat. I say we, there's no one else in here. I hope not. Let's go get something to eat. It's me, it's Jonny Boy. What time is it now?
Almost 8 o'clock.
I want to introduce you. You are
Dave Honyewell.
Is he not nearly as handsome as me? Dave, no, serious, on a serious, you know, good to see you. And I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, from a landscaping community across the UK and Ireland, all right, and I know there's people even in the States that watch what I'm actually doing, and I think the important thing for me is about giving back. Right. And I've always liked trying to work with companies that want to help the community that they're serving.
Yeah, it's really important to us.
Yeah, and I know that we spoke about this before, because contractors like me can't come direct to you to buy a product, and I think you've taken the elm of like trying to support.
Yeah, it's about supporting, you know, some help with the product, help with problems, with, with our tools, understanding how to best to use them. But it's not just about that, John, it's also about giving back to the community. People in different situations, people got different walks of life, all got different problems. And, mental health is a big issue now. COVID has really added to this. And it's really prevalent, men aren't open enough about mental health.
Yeah, and we're here today because you've kindly, because I haven't pushed you in this direction, I've come to you and I've requested, and if you can give something back to the community, and you've kindly offered something which we'll see in a moment, and we're going to give it to Mick here down in Ireland, and I'm sure there's a lot of people across the country, everywhere out there that actually struggle in different ways, and the work that Mick is doing is actually unbelievable. His attention to detail is second to none, and I think that as a contractor, when you're out there day in, day out, a lot of contractors work by themselves, and I think that it's nice to be recognised that the people that they're buying the products off is that you're recognising what they're doing. So
it's the quality work that guys produce lightly is fantastic.
Yeah, and this is just in recognition for what he's actually he's done, and he's never ever used any Rubi, I think.
Hopefully he'll start changing his mind.
Yeah, and hopefully we can influence other people to work with Rubi, because Rubi are a good company. Thank you very much. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
John.
it. Thank you.
Nice to see you again as well.
Johnny, what is this? What machine is this?
So it's the TX Max manual dry cutter.
Right, okay.
In a 710 size.
All this looks really well engineered, all of it.
Yeah, heavy steel and good heavy thick twin bars, so capable of cutting up to 20mm pounds.
And the blades, how do you have to replace the blades depending on how much you use it, I suppose?
Our cutters, this one comes with two scoring blades, so you get 8mm and a 22mm one.
Right, okay.
Most people tend to use the 22mm for most jobs. The 8mm will be more for like light ceramic or mosaics and things like that. The 22mm very good with it. Extremely long life, so yes, you'll have to replace them maybe every few months depending on how much tiles you got.
A saw like this is going to last years?
Oh, yeah, a lifetime. It automatically comes with a 5-year warranty, so everything's covered for 5 years. After that, even if something goes wrong, we still fix it for free. You just pay for the part whatever's needed, So you technically it's covered for life, you could say.
Fill the forms out.
Yeah. Go through, you'll not need hardly any pressure, very light pressure, right? You use the handle, and that drops the breaker, you see, right? And that's the brook. You don't need it like a Sigma where people need to bang it. You're just pressing it down gently, right? After it's broke, then it's a quick release trigger, so you just pull the trigger, that releases the breaker. So it's all single handed. So score, use the breaker, snap, pull the trigger.
Well, serious looking machine, isn't it?
So, what do you reckon of your new saw?
Can't wait to use it.
Are you going to be using it?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah. Of course.
And would you encourage other people, having looked at that, is it worth using a Rubi?
Yeah, well, I think so. It looks well engineered.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cheers, Johnny. You're a star.
Thank you.
Well, I've made a trip out here to Ireland, and massive thanks, big shout out to Rubi Tools. They're always there, every time I come to them. If they can support what I'm doing, so just got to take my hat off to them. So big thanks to Dave, and to see Nick's face when it was almost like Christmas, and it's like when you're recognised for your work. It's a difficult job what us contractors do on a day-to-day basis, dealing with the public. They can be very fickle, and I think that Mick was absolutely blown away, because it's like having an award, isn't it? Like, and I suppose it is an award. It's like having an Oscar, isn't it, really, when you actually think about it? Having an award and being recognised, it just puts you in a good place, and we can get him in a good place. So big shout out to Rubi, thanks for doing this, and let's see where it takes me next.
Cheese.